Hey everyone, I just got back from Origins on Sunday, and so I was going to do a couple of quick top tens. The one today is the top 10 games that I'm excited to play that I got there, but I did not play there. So I got a lot of games from the virtual flea market that happens, and I got a lot of games from just getting booth credit for working for an exhibitor, and then some from trading with other exhibitors, which I'll talk about in a second here. But yeah, this list might be considered like a sequel list to the other lists I haven't done yet. But I got to put these games away, so I'm doing this real quick on my lunch break, so that I can, this evening when the light is less good, actually put them away and and move forward from there. So without further ado, real quick, number 10 is Ride the Rails. This is the second game in the Iron Rails series. I have the first game, which is Irish Gauge. Second game by a different designer. Really like Irish Gauge. Want to give this one a try too. Picked up from the flea market for cheap. Plus, it's in America, and so that's good. And I think there's some expansions with different maps, so I'm curious about that. But yeah, I like a good, fairly simple train game, and that's Ride the Rails. Number 9 is not fairly simple. This is a big game. This is Rune Wars. I actually picked this up from the flea market for super cheap. Back when this came out, like over 10 years ago, I was super interested about playing it. It's one of those giant dudes on a map games, got a lot of miniatures that actually came in a second container. And yeah, I'm excited to give it a try, but who knows when I'll get to because it's a little bit longer, but kind of aspirational acquisition there, as it were. Number 8 is Gunun Clever, or That's So Clever. I didn't realize that this was the German version until I got it, but there's no text, so it's fine. And I know how to play because it's super simple, and I have the app. I played this for the first time a couple months ago. Shout out to another Pittsburgh Kaio, who taught me. And yeah, I think Marianne's really going to like this game. I really like the app. I really liked it the first time I played it. Happy to pick up a copy. Number 7 is Inheritors. Shout out to Rich, who taught this game to me over the winter sometime. This has a lot of similarities to Lost Cities, but plays well multiplayer. It says 2 to 4 players. We played it with 4, and there's some additional complications, but I really enjoyed it. So, Inheritors. Happy to give it another try. Number 7, Nations, the dice game. I saw a review about this on the Dice Tower, and it sounded really cool. And yeah, I'm a sucker for a good, cheap civilization game, so I picked up another one, and it might be too many, and I may be overloading it with civilization games. Speaking of civilization games, I guess this is later on, but this is number 6 is Rise. Wait, is this number 6, number 5? 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh, that was 6. This is 5. This is Rise. Rise, I played for the first time. Actually, first game I ever played with JD, so shout out to JD at PAX Unplugged a few years ago, and with Melissa, I think we played. And this is a game about essentially industrial revolution societies. So kind of a civilization game, but really it's about all these tracks, and you have 10 different tracks you're moving up. I'm a sucker for tracks. They had it for sale cheap there, even though it was brand new, so I picked up a copy. That's Rise. Number 4. This was the first game I bought from the virtual flea market, I do believe, and this is Maracaibo. This is from Alexander Pfister. It's a game that's kind of like either a sequel or a precursor. I don't know which one came first, chicken or the egg, to Great Western Trail, but with more of like a Caribbean sort of pirate sort of theme. Yeah, Caribbean during the 17th century. And there's like a giant rondel of the entire Caribbean, and you go throughout the whole thing. I'm really excited. I love Alexander Pfister. Want to play more of his games. That was one I really wanted to try. That's Maracaibo. Number 3, I actually got with a booth credit trade. I wanted this game because I played it for the first time there at Origins a couple years ago before it came out. And then I was able to make a trade for it, which was great. This is Robot Quest Arena, and I got a couple little mini expansions here too. So check that out. Lots of stuff. The theme here is battle bots, basically. Like you got all these little robots that you're controlling in the thing, and then you're attacking other people's robots via deck building. I love deck building. And when you damage someone else, their health point, you take it away from them, and it's a victory point for you. You get 2 points if you knock someone else out, but then they just respawn. So it goes real quick. It was a lot of fun. Looking forward to trying it, and I have no idea what these expansions add other than more cute robots. And who doesn't love cute robots? Number two, this was a bit of a grail game for me, and I only bought it because it was reasonably cheap, and because I sold a bunch of games in the flea market. So actually wound up, when it comes to games, I I wound up like breaking even and then more so. Um, this is A Handful of Stars. This is a deck builder that is way out of print by Martin Wallace, famous board game designer, designed Brass Birmingham and lots of train games and lots of other stuff. Um, this is within his, I think there's a trilogy of games that started with A Few Acres of Snow. As opposed to being A Few Acres of Snow, this is A Handful of Stars. So it's a sci-fi deck building, kind of 4X, I think, and I just really want to try it. Heard some good things from the Space Biff review site. Handful of Stars. I'm really excited. And number one, I played this year already, and man, was it good, and man, was I happy to pick up a copy, and that is Apiary, Space Bees. Who doesn't love Space Bees? This is a game where you can do all sorts of stuff to expand your like little colony of space bees. Worker placement, but not a lot of negative interaction, a lot of positive interaction. Um, I was just super impressed with this game. I loved it. Same designer as Wormspan, which I also quite enjoyed, but this was her first game. And yeah, really excited to have a copy of Apiary. Thanks for watching. Oh, that's fun. My screen's going back and forth when I slam on the table. Just a nice short video, talk about the games I want to play, and tell me if you're going to play them with me. So this is to all of you. Tell me what you want to play. Thanks. Bye.